Destination determined. Now, relax with all water. You're here. Thank you for choosing all water tubes.
Procedure will begin in 3, 2. No contaminants.
I'm sure you two will figure it out together. Play nice. Ah, Harold, what are you doing here?
Just walking by. What's up?
I was just leaving Slippy and Cyrus to get on with things. Shouldn't you be looking after Fishy?
Am doing.
Thanks for swinging by, Harold. You remember the drill?
Yep. What's the test we're doing this time?
It's basically the same procedure as last time, but we're adding 2 new variables that Cyrus suggested, in the hopes they'll have a positive influence on the bacteria's energy output.
Great. What were Cyrus's variables?
Playing music to them and giving them some sugar. Before you say anything, I know, but Cyrus has measured both as having positive effects on his herbs, so why not, eh?
This bacteria's lucky to get so many treats.
Yes, well, I'm not sure they have much awareness of enjoyment, but fingers crossed. Oh, before I forget, there are 2 new buttons on the console.
Got it. Ready when you are.
Okay, start preparing everything like last time. We'll start with the sugar test. Chop it, coat it, and then put some sugar on it. I'll let you know once I'm ready. Nice one. Now on to the next step. Now. Great. Time to coat the sample. Now the sugar. Great, now for the next one, this time with music. Okay, great. On to the next step. Now. Great. Time to coat the sample. Now turn the music on.
I did the thing.
Knew I could count on you, Harold. We're all done. For now. Join me back in the control room and let's have a look at the results.
Okay, are we all done?
Yes, thank you so much, Harold. I mean, neither classical music or sugar or talking softly to the bacteria per Cyrus's plant-based advice helped its mitosis ratio, but it still helped me narrow down a few variables and factors.
Ah, good. Glad I could help.
You know, Harry, you've helped me a lot recently. Let me treat you to dinner.
Ah, it's okay. I just try to be helpful.
No, I insist. How about some nice fusion food at that new place?
Well, it would be nice to eat somewhere other than the fish hut for once.
Okay, it's settled. I'll meet you there tomorrow evening. I'll ping you an exact time later.
Great. Thanks, Bridget. See you then.
Welcome. Please submit to a gentle disinfecting. Close your eyes. Procedure will begin in 3, 2.
Location nominated. Journey commencing. All water thanking you. Thank you for traveling with all water. Good evening, Fedorans. The all-water tube system will shortly be closing for the night. Please attend to the necessary travel arrangements. Get home safe.
How are you holding up, champ? Ah, same old, you say? Well, hang in there. Anyway, good night. I'll be back to check on you in the morning. Don't go anywhere before then. What a day. Poor fishy. They'll pull through, though. I know it. But does Sunny suspect? Probably not. She's too wrapped up in her own world and whatever crazy new idea she's reading about next. I'm cruising, very snoozing. No change. I'm no expert, but I think they'd have kicked in by now. Like when I got so sick after secretly eating that filter fish. Ugh, those were bad times. Never been able to look at fish the same way again. Must be something else we can try. Should I ask Moreau? No, she's too busy. Sunny? Oh, Fishy, can't you just get better right now so I don't have to go see her again? I mean, I will. For you.
All water. Moving people every day. We know you enjoyed traveling with all water. You're welcome.
Number 8. Hello.
How can I be of assistance?
All water compliments you on your choice of destination. All water. We get you where you're going.
Hi, Harold. Fancy sitting down to another letter together? Come in through the door. Yo, Viv. It's been like a month since we last rode. What's the haps? Maybe you forgot your state of mind now. Sorry I took a while. But you probably didn't. You seemed the same as always, and being you, begrudge every minute of it. Don't. Learn to say F you to the world once in a while. You have every right. Just stop thinking so much. Thinking, worrying, wondering, doubting, fearing, hearing, hurting. Struggling, lazing, confusing, itching, bumbling, rambling, gambling, hitting, hating, and perching, besmirching. Overthinking and overanalyzing and overguessing separates the body from the mind, and you need them to be one and the same to really produce work that hits people in both. Do. Your work is great, man. You wrote drawing clean, clear, but crazy-looking machines. Real nonsense stuff. Nonsense stuff is the best. More nonsense, more crazy, more machines, more clean, more clear. Double down on your you-ness and let you out on your page. Do. Just don't worry about it. If you want to take a month to write me back, that's fair enough. Tell me what you think of that poem I read you. Oh, and before I forget, Rook takes e5. Rook captures the piece on e5. Your move. Doingly yours, Saul. Oh boy, so much wisdom. Those two must have been artists.
I suppose so. I just feel bad for their chess match.
You got anyone like that in your life, Harold? A friend you can yell at, encourage, really speak your mind to?
Well,
Come on now. You don't have to name names.
maybe kinda? I don't know if they'd consider me a friend in the same way.
It takes two to tango.
Sure, but what if one of you can't dance?
Can't dance or won't dance?
It's more that, well, I feel responsible for them. And they don't talk about their feelings much. But I still feel like we really know each other somehow. Is that wrong?
Way I see it, you can't worry too much about what other people think. You can never know for sure. So, just be the best friend you can. Kinda like Sol said in the letter.
I suppose you're right. Thanks, buddy. What about you?
Oh, not anymore, but that's okay. Everyone on the station is my friend in a way.
Oh, yes. Everyone loves you, buddy.
Oh, thanks, Harold. Think it's time for me to recharge my batteries. But you should come back tomorrow if you want.
Okay, sure. Rest up. I'll see you soon.
Hello again.
Hey, Sonny. Listen, those...
Still struggling with your secret life form and or a bizarre personal health issue?
Yeah, a bit. I mean, the life form.
You know, Harold, there's no shame in admitting you need help. I mean, sometimes it's a spiritual illness.
Sonny, I'm sorry, I can't tell you. But it's urgent.
Didn't the antibiotics work?
They didn't seem to. Nothing works like it should with this.
Well, I'm not a doctor or a vet, but there's one other thing we could try. Does your pet have antimicrobial proteins, any autoimmune disorders, or any kind of history of compromised transferrin levels?
It's hard to say.
Harold, think. I can prescribe this floxifene, but it'll only work on a totally non-compromised immune system.
I get it, but I want to try. It might help.
Okay, are you sure you're sure? I mean, I also have Isogerm, which is similar, but it's really dangerous to use on anything with high histamine levels. Just take a minute to think carefully. I'd hate for anything to go wrong.
Let's go with the floxifene. I'm sure it'll help.
Okay, Harold. Here you go. Let me know how it all goes.
Will do. Thanks again, Sonny.
Travel in style with all water. Unsatisfactory journey for some reason? Just contact your nearest... and all water will make it up to you. Destination chosen. We hope you enjoy your all-water tube system journey. You've arrived. Have you checked your pockets before leaving?
Professor?
Ah, Harold, just in time. Hold this, would you?
Sure, but... Oh, what is that?
It's just a swab. Samples are important.
Important to us or them?
One and the same. I know you're feeling protective of Fishy here, but the more we know, the better.
So what will that fishy swab tell us?
Understanding of their biology could shed light on our own human physiology, advance philosophy, tell us how alien life came to be.
Oh, okay. That does sound kind of cool. I just hope it tells us how they're feeling, too.
Knowledge is power, Harold. Keep an eye on them. I'll be back soon.
Roger. Hey, Fishy. Moreau is a bit obsessed, but I'm sure she won't forget about making you better. And I'll be helping. For all the good that will do you. Hang in there, buddy. Okay, let's see if these help. The things I do for you, Mr. Fishy. Well, Sunny was confusing as ever. Do I miss her? No, not really, but, you know, we had some good times. She taught me a few things. Oh, about life and stuff, I guess, and what culture is. Do you have someone special? Do your kind even have special people? I wonder if you all look the same, or feel emotions. I wonder what it'd be like to not feel emotions.
Harold!
Huh? Oh, Professor. Oh, beeping. Professor.
What are their vitals?
Very squiggly.
What's happened here? Speak clearly now.
I'm sorry. The antibiotics weren't working, so I went to see Sunny, and she asked me a bunch of weird questions, and then gave me something else to try on him, and
What did she give you?
it was, I think she said it was called Fluxogerm?
Did she mention antimicrobial proteins or histamine levels?
Yes, those things.
Okay, well, there's no such thing as Fluxogerm, but I think I know what we're dealing with.
It was Floxa, or germ, something.
Oh, Harold, move. It's going to be okay. Just let me... Okay, they're going into anaphylactic shock. Harold, there should be some adrenaline on the shelf. Hand it to me quickly. Okay, this should stabilize them.
Professor, Fishy, I'm so sorry.
Harold, I know you were just trying to help, but Fishy isn't a duct or a filter you can just whack around until it works again.
I know.
Look, you told me enough information for us to save them. No harm done, it seems. Fishy is stabilizing.
Oh, thank goodness. Thank you, Professor.
There's no point in beating yourself up, Harold. You live and learn. Go and settle your nerves.
Yeah. Okay. I'll try.
Destination decided. Enjoy the view. You have arrived. Please exit the tube in an orderly manner. We hope you travel with us again soon.
Mr. 17?
Mr. Halibut?
I'll be going. Thanks, Mr. 17.
Always a pleasure.
Ah, Harold, there you are. Look, I got us the best table in the house.
Oh, hey, Bridget. Thanks, it looks tasty here.
Sit down, come on. What are you having? I hear the fish is very good.
Which fish? Actually, I'm not sure I feel like fish anymore.
Oh, you had a bad experience with it?
Kind of.
So, Harry, how's life been treating you?
Keeping fishy.
What?
Keeping busy.
Okay, that's good to know. Moreau treating you well?
Sure, she's very Moreau.
Yes, Thorough should be her middle name.
No, I said she's very Moreau, like, she doesn't change much. But that's nice too.
Ah, yes, I've always admired that about her. Does she have a real middle name?
I don't think so. But when I was younger, I thought it was Jeanne and that her first name was Professor.
Adorable. Anyway, if you do ever want a change of pace, you can always come and work for me, Like a little sabbatical.
Oh, thank you. If I ever get the time, that'd be fun.
You like algae, right?
Is that on the menu here?
No, at least I hope not.
You know, actually, I did kind of make a mistake.
I'm sure it'll be delicious.
I mean that I did something dumb recently. Silly mistake, but it could have been really serious.
We all make them, Harold. I mean, look at Felix. Oh god. No, I don't mean he was a mistake. He's just a bit wayward. But that's probably our fault.
I just sometimes wish I could know more about stuff.
Knowing stuff is overrated. You think you know something, then it's wrong in another context. Or you realize you were looking at the wrong thing, and before you know it, you're an all-water energy consultant.
But how often do you do things that could be dangerous?
I work with energy, so all the time. But there's a difference between knowing loads and being wise.
So, being wise is...
I think it's being kind and knowing what you don't know. And seeing deeper than just what something appears to be. You know, everyone can make mistakes, but not everyone can learn from them.
Thank you, Bridget.
Gigantic energy implications if handled correctly. Exposed to the right level of radiation. Or heat activation potential.
Professor?
Yes, Harold, yes? These glowing particles I swabbed from fish's skin might not be that spectacular on their own, but they do have their own kind of beauty, you see?
Please slow down. I don't see it all.
You will when you inspect them under a microscope. They seem to give off an inner light, and since I've been looking, it's not dimmed at all.
So they're a light source?
More than that, they might be our miracle, our only hope of relaunching on time.
Whoa, so they're a power source.
Quite so. Light is an energy, so I thought about testing their effect on our bacteria cultures. Watch this. Look, when the particles interact, the cultures undergo massive mitosis and give off enough radiation.
Ah, it's growing. It's going to outgrow the dish. What if it never stops growing?
Not to worry, it does. And you can discourage the growth, like so.
Ah. Whew. Okay, that's very cool, but isn't it dangerous?
Only if someone much less meticulous than I tried the same little experiment wrong. Ha! Yes, you'd be chasing down rogue bacteria for hours. So keep this to yourself for now.
You don't have to ask me twice.
So, the particles clearly have fantastic proportional kinetic potential at even a moderate temperature. And crucially, their rate of radiation is highly regulated. Now we need to know more.
Okay, well, soon as Fishy is awake again, I'll ask.
See that you do. Now, let's get over to the arcades. We don't want to miss the new start procedure presentation.
Assembled Fedorans, it is my almost incalculable pleasure to introduce these two demonstrations today. Each will explore a different potential relaunch procedure in model form, giving you all a realistic look at the science behind it all. Not that it will affect our decision on which to prioritize in any way, but please do cheer for your favorite. Without further ado, please welcome Cyrus, Soleil, and his representative computer model simulation of the factors involved in a relaunch to the stage.
Okay, hi everyone. Thanks for coming, to watch this presentation. There's a lot of science, so I thought I'd just show you the computer model. So, here it goes. This is not supposed to. But you see, in a way, this proves the importance of considering every angle. And with just a few calibrations, I'm sure.
That's quite enough, Cyrus, thank you. Moving swiftly on. Slipmeyer, will you please present Flow and Go to the audience, please?
Absolutely, Madam CEO. Please witness the future of Fedora. A launch plan not just to the stars, but for the superstars you all are.
The following presentation is brought to you by the Slipmeyer Foundation, putting trust in humanity's dreams for hope. In partnership with All Water Corp, making life flow. And sponsored by Slippy's Winter Sports Goods. Chill times all year round. The Fedora, our home, trapped together, all of us, underwater. But no more. It's time we grabbed Destiny with both hands and say, Destiny, meet Project Flow and Go. We begin by rolling up our sleeves for some good old-fashioned hard work, starting with making the Fedora whole again. Once we're back in one piece and good as new, apart from a few seaweed stains and a little rust, we'll utilize the awesome power of Slippy's patented aircon technology to freeze the ocean water around the base of the Fedora. Why? Well, did you know ice is 9% denser than water? That's what makes those ice cubes float on the top of your soda. Are you catching on? Here comes the kicker. The giant ice flow attached to the Fedora will rise up from the depths and help us go back into the atmosphere. Once we're airborne again, we'll have to say goodbye to our flow, but we'll never forget it and reignite not just our thrusters, but also our hopes and dreams. The stars await. Let Slippy's and the Fedora, powered by Slippy's aircon technology, take you there.
Well, I think it's fair to say the people have spoken.
But I thought you said it wasn't a vote.
It's not. I just happen to agree with them. I'm not convinced your model is quite up to the rigorous standards we need. Slipmeyer's model shows a lot of vision and attention to detail.
It didn't show any attention to detail that matters, just sparkles and...
I think it's best we, put a freeze on your project, Cyrus. I'm sure you have much more important things to do for the station.
No hard feelings, eh, Cryus?
No, it's... Wait, what did you call me?
We all want what's best for the Fedora, eh? Wish me luck.
Something is afoot. Too many things that don't add up. And you know how I hate bad arithmetic.
Right. Like why my model failed.
And why all water went with a patently absurd option.
And why the tube fares keep going up.
Yes, and why? Wait, Harold, I really don't think that part is connected.
And why did they want us to keep going without letting us know about Slippy?
Now that I think about it, there was something weird about his presentation.
Yeah. He seemed even more infuriatingly self-important than ever.
Okay, name-calling isn't going to get us anywhere. Let's look at the facts.
There's the energy shortage that Bridget told me about.
We know which star procedure is most popular, even though it'll never work. Oh, maybe they're planning on that.
Are you positing a secret all-water plan shielded by a deliberately untenable public one?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, I mean, you mean Slippy's right?
Yes, I mean Slippy's, but yours is clearly missing something too.
I know, but the foundations are sound. I just need to pinpoint what went wrong.
Did you double-check the velocity correction?
Of course, but the power differential.
Yes, I know, but that doesn't mean anything without a variable energy diffusal.
So you keep saying, but unless we run the model enough times.
If I could just...
All models are false, so
All very good and well to say, but we have to base our tests on something.
a waste of time without more information first. We'd be the blind leading the...
Every new step opens up new vistas.
What is that supposed to mean?
That if we just start, we'll have more information with which to...
I don't know why you're bringing philosophy into this. It's a matter for science.
Hey, philosophy is a science of the mind.
Well, do you mind focusing on the science of...
The variable energy diffusal, yes, I know.
Well, if you know, then why can't we model it first?
But you said all models are wrong.
Turn a phrase. Don't get caught up on semantics.
Well, I wonder if my source data is erroneous. I'm sure I checked my calculations.
You're blaming the source data now?
I'm not blaming it. I'm accusing it.
You'd know if you'd interrogated the velocity correction ranges.
Of course, but the power differential...
Yes, I know, but that doesn't mean anything without a variable energy diffusal.
So you keep saying, but unless we run the model enough times...
All models are false, so
All very good and well to say, but we have to base our tests on something.
a waste of time without more information first. We'd be the blind leading the...
Every new step opens up new vistas.
What is that supposed to mean?
That if we just start, we'll have more information with which to...
I don't know why you're bringing philosophy into this. It's a matter for science.
Hey, philosophy is a science of the mind.
Well, do you mind focusing on the science of...
The variable energy diffusal, yes, I know.
Well, if you know, then why can't we model it first?
But you said all models are wrong.
Turn a phrase. Don't get caught up on semantics.
Well, I wonder if my source data is erroneous. I'm sure I checked my calculations.
You're blaming the source data now?
I'm not blaming it. I'm accusing it.
You'd know if you'd interrogated the velocity correction ranges.
Of course, but the power differential...
Yes, I know, but that doesn't mean anything without a variable energy diffusal.
So you keep saying, but unless we run the model enough times...
All models are false, so
All very good and well to say, but we have to base our tests on something.
a waste of time without more information first. We'd be the blind leading the...
Every new step opens up new vistas.
What is that supposed to mean?
That if we just start, we'll have more information with which to...
I don't know why you're bringing philosophy into this. It's a matter for science.
Hey, philosophy is a science of the mind.
Well, do you mind focusing on the science of...
The variable energy diffusal, yes, I know.
Well, if you know, then why can't we model it first?
But you said all models are wrong.
Turn a phrase. Don't get caught up on semantics.
Well, I wonder if my source data is erroneous. I'm sure I checked my calculations.
You're blaming the source data now?
I'm not blaming it. I'm accusing it.
You'd know if you'd interrogated the velocity correction ranges.
Of course, but the power differential...
Yes, I know, but that doesn't mean anything without a variable energy diffusal.
So you keep saying, but unless we run the model enough times...
All models are false, so
All very good and well to say, but we have to base our tests on something.
a waste of time without more information first. We'd be the blind leading the...
Every new step opens up new vistas.
What is that supposed to mean?
That if we just start, we'll have more information with which to...
I don't know why you're bringing philosophy into this. It's a matter for science.
Hey, philosophy is a science of the mind.
Well, do you mind focusing on the science of...
The variable energy diffusal, yes, I know.
Well, if you know, then why can't we model it first?
But you said all models are wrong.
Turn a phrase. Don't get caught up on semantics.
Well, I wonder if my source data is erroneous. I'm sure I checked my calculations.
You're blaming the source data now?
I'm not blaming it. I'm accusing it.
You'd know if you'd interrogated the velocity correction ranges.
Of course, but the power differential...
Yes, I know, but that doesn't mean anything without a variable energy diffusal.
So you keep saying, but unless we run the model enough times...
All models are false, so
All very good and well to say, but we have to base our tests on something.
a waste of time without more information first. We'd be the blind leading the...
Every new step opens up new vistas.
What is that supposed to mean?
That if we just start, we'll have more information with which to...
I don't know why you're bringing philosophy into this. It's a matter for science.
Hey, philosophy is a science of the mind.
Well, do you mind focusing on the science of...
The variable energy diffusal, yes, I know.
Well, if you know, then why can't we model it first?
But you said all models are wrong.
Turn a phrase. Don't get caught up on semantics.
Well, I wonder if my source data is erroneous. I'm sure I checked my calculations.
You're blaming the source data now?
I'm not blaming it. I'm accusing it.
You'd know if you'd interrogated the velocity correction ranges.
Of course, but the power differential...
Yes, I know, but that doesn't mean anything without a variable energy diffusal.
So you keep saying, but unless we run the model enough times...
All models are false, so
All very good and well to say, but we have to base our tests on something.
a waste of time without more information first. We'd be the blind leading the...
Every new step opens up new vistas.
What is that supposed to mean?
That if we just start, we'll have more information with which to...
I don't know why you're bringing philosophy into this. It's a matter for science.
Hey, philosophy is a science of the mind.
Well, do you mind focusing on the science of...
The variable energy diffusal, yes, I know.
Well, if you know, then why can't we model it first?
But you said all models are wrong.
Turn a phrase. Don't get caught up on semantics.
Well, I wonder if my source data is erroneous. I'm sure I checked my calculations.
You're blaming the source data now?
I'm not blaming it. I'm accusing it.
You'd know if you'd interrogated the velocity correction ranges.
Of course, but the power differential...
Yes, I know, but that doesn't mean anything without a variable energy diffusal.
So you keep saying. But unless we run the model enough times...
All models are